What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about Married at First Sight. This is season 8, episode 12, and the title of this episode is You Give Love a Bad Name. So it's 6 days left until decision day. Let's first start off with Kate and Jasmine. So Kate and Jasmine, during the whole mini moon, get away from all the other couples and they decide to talk privately. They can relate in a lot of ways with their men, so that's why Kate and Jasmine slipped off privately to talk. So Jasmine opens up to Kate about her and Will not being intimate. Kate then tells Jasmine her and Luke have been intimate, but she feels he only does it out of obligation. She adds that Luke is very touchy-feely, but when it comes down to being intimate, not so much. So does that mean that she's been putting pressure on him? And maybe that's why he's having sex with her, or feeling pressured, or doing it out of obligation, resulting in him being distant after. So comment below what you think, because I feel like tonight a shift took place with me somewhat looking at things differently. We have been feeling some type of way about Luke's behavior and the things that he said, and to me rightfully so, because the things that he did say were out of line. But I'm thinking that there's always another side and there's things that we don't see. I need you guys to comment down below. Did you guys, based off of last night's episode, look at Luke differently and look at the situation differently? So Jasmine, she doesn't feel that the marriage will work if she can't get some type of love or affection from Will. So that's how those two ladies end their conversation. So moving on, it's 5 days until decision day, and that morning the couples all make breakfast together. Let's move on to Keith and Christine. So Keith takes Christine to this hotel to get away, and when they arrive there, there's this big old champagne glass that's in the middle of the floor. They hop in and talk about decision day. It was really hard for me to take this scene seriously because they just look so funny in that see-through champagne glass. And I feel like the camera crew is a little childish too, because of the way they kept aiming the camera down where the part where the bubbles weren't, so you could see their legs through it. I just thought they were real childish for that. Let's move on to Stephanie and AJ. So Stephanie and AJ go to a winery, and Stephanie says that she's still trying to see how she feels while somewhat kind of flashbacking on AJ's little temper tantrums. I feel like this is a big one, y'all. I really feel like it's starting to come out more and more now. First, it was kind of like sporadic where you would see him do these temper tantrums, but it's getting crazy. I mean, it's just getting out of control, his tantrums, and I think that's something she definitely should watch out for and really take into consideration before deciding to go further in the marriage on decision day. Let's go to Kate and Luke. So Kate wants to know where Luke is at for decision day, and he's very nonchalant with his answer, acting like, he doesn't care and that it's no big deal, or, I haven't really thought about it. And you mean to tell me this is a big decision? This is not a game. This is not, am I going to decide to go to the store to go grocery shopping so that I can meal prep for the week? This is a really serious thing, deciding if you're going to continue a marriage with someone, and he's somewhat acting like, oh, it's nothing, I haven't really thought about it, it hasn't really crossed my mind, that type of thing. So during their convo, she adds in that she told Dr. Pepper and Jasmine about their sex life. He tells her that he figured she wouldn't be able to keep a promise because this is not the first time that she's done that. He goes further to say that the first time she did it was when she went back and told the experts about the comment that he made, feeling repulsed and dead inside, to the experts. I guess she was supposed to keep that a secret too. So since she told that, he's somewhat saying, he's not surprised that she told the experts. Luke then tells her that he just wants to go home. So once they get in the car, Kate starts crying. And you guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm really getting tired of this couple. I'm sorry. I'm over it, really, to be honest with you. I don't feel like they're a match, and that this their process / journey together, to me is just like a waste of time. It's really sad. Like, who are they really trying to fool? I feel like they're both holding off to the very end so that they could get this check, because we know that the couples get paid. I feel like they fully know doggone well that they don't plan on being together. Let's move on to Jasmine and Will. So Will says to fall in love with Jasmine would be a dream come true. While on a walk together, they talk about decision day briefly, and it seems as though they are both struggling with their decision. They really just don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to proceed. Let's go back to Kate and Luke. So on the way home, it's very quiet in the car. So Kate says to Luke, "You're very upset, I can tell." Luke is a little bit snappy with her, but you just put yourself in a situation to where you talk with someone and you told them not to tell, and then they go back, not only tell the experts, but then they tell somebody else too. So she really just take away him saying those mean things to her in the past. Let's just say you told somebody something very intimate, or you guys shared an intimate moment and you didn't want them to go back and tell their best friend, or you didn't want them to go back and tell your counselor or marriage counselor or something like that. And they still did anyway after promising not to. If someone promises something, you have to keep your promise. You can't, do that. So I feel like in that situation, if you take away the things that he said to her in the past and not look at that, she was wrong for sharing that and not consulting with her husband first on if it was okay to do so. So like I said, Luke was a little bit snappy with her in the car and says that he doesn't know what was actually said. So she tells him what she told Dr. Pepper, and when she starts to talk about their sex life and something that transpired on the honeymoon, Luke says that he prefers not to discuss it on camera. Then somehow the conversation gets shifted on her having a drinking problem. He says that she drinks so much that she blacks out and doesn't remember anything. Now, she didn't really deny him saying those things. So could that be the case? Is she getting drunk, and when she gets drunk, she's pressuring him and nagging him to have sex, and he does it out of obligation? Is that the case? Does Kate have a drinking problem? I mean, comment down below and let me know what you think after their conversation. Do you feel like Kate has a drinking problem? The only people that know the truth are Luke and Kate. What are your thoughts on Luke's allegations? Comment down below. So Luke is basically trying to insinuate that when Kate gets drunk, she pressures him to have sex. Their conversation goes nowhere basically in the car, and Kate ends up putting her earphones on, blasting her music, and reclines her seat and is basically like, I'm done talking about this. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So this was, to me, it felt like a very short episode, I feel like. And then they keep changing the times in which these shows are going to come on. So it's really confusing, but I'm excited to see what is in store for us for episode 13. Did any of you get a chance to watch the first look of episode 13 for next week? I thought it was so hilarious. I mean, I think it's funny, but at the same token, it's not funny. But did you all see AJ and Stephanie? They go to this workout session and he's having another one of his tantrums. I really feel like that alone has to be the deciding factor in whether she wants to proceed in marriage with him or not, because it's just getting out of hand. And I feel like there's no way that the camera crew, production, the editors, there's no way that you can fake that. This is how this man is on a daily basis. I really feel like he needs to get that in check before he tries to pursue any type of relationship or marriage for that matter, because it's just getting ridiculous. They're working out and he's just having another one of his temper tantrums. You know, he doesn't want to do anything. And I feel more or less he was embarrassed because he couldn't keep up. He didn't have any rhythm and he just felt stupid. And he really did. He looked stupid. So I just want to know, did you guys catch that? Because they show him even storming off and he just leaves her, and Stephanie is there once again, left there feeling embarrassed. So like I said, I really do feel like that alone she should take into consideration of whether she wants to go further in the marriage or not. But if it was up to me, I would chuck the deuces and I would not look back, because he is ridiculous. He has a lot of growing up to do. There are some underlying issues that he's dealing with that he really needs to get resolved before he tries to have a relationship or a marriage. So I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with a friend who also loves watching Married at First Sight. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I look forward to talking with you guys in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.